Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Mana Talk. Nothing like a fresh piece of delicious watermelon in late May. It's fucking epic. Anyway, all right, what do we got here? Oh, you guys got it. Man, this is bad. I fucking knocked the snot out of this ball too, and I'm telling you. It was super straight, pretty rare, but sometimes you blast one. And I'm going to... So, right over the ridge, the hole goes to the other side, to the right. It's a dogleg right, like mostly everything is in golf, it seems like. But this... shot, if you hit it too far left, it's going in some heavy brush. You're not going to good luck finding your ball. Same thing on the right. It's not really a giant opening, but there's enough space. And I said, hey, why don't you film this, Eddie, my buddy Eddie. He goes, all right. So we filmed all of us. I wish you would have sent me his. Oh fuck, that's what I should have done. And I just walk up. It's the shirt I like. Wait, it's the shirt, man. You gotta like this shirt. I'm just telling you right now. I got this shirt. Look at it's pineapples with sunglasses on it. It's freaking cool. Alright. Do a little smooth. I'm shifting my weight a little to the left. You're just supposed to pivot. Boom. Straight. Sometimes you had a good one, and it's a good thing it was on video. He took it on his iPhone. But, yeah, there's a lot more crap going on out there than just me, my chubby self, going out and hitting fucking golf balls with a bunch of middle-aged, like, freshmen, seniors out there. It was Mike and Eddie and I. We had a really good time. But, man, I'm telling you, it was fun. Yeah, there's a lot of cool... it's really cool about golf, and the reason why I really like golf, I'm just not thinking about anything else. I mean, there's politics, there's work, there's relationships, there's, UFOs, whatever. You're just not thinking about that stuff, man. But there is a problem though, because I have it's just allergies. My eyes get dry and puffy. Man, because it's so humid out here. It's similar to West Virginia. I think it's a little bit drier, but it's still very similar. The thing is, man, my eyes just get puffy and just ugh. So I'm kind of going through that. So if it appears my eyes are puffy. Yeah. So we're gonna go here to. Let me just grab this real fast. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I knocked the snot out of that. I maybe hit it 250, 260 maybe, or something like that. I hit it past the red tees, and I think the red is about 250. So that's not bad for an old fat fuck. Yeah. Anyway. I think I want to start. This is kind of weird because I gotta go down here. There are these. Let me see if I got all the way back here. I gotta show you. But what's really weird right now is there's a bombardment, a gigantic bombardment of Chinese merchandise. And we're talking clothes, we're talking pots and pans, we're talking furniture, we're talking cars, we're talking ATVs, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just, where did this come from? I haven't seen this stuff ever. And it just started hitting. I mean, so I looked up if somehow Trump created some executive order, opened up the trade lines with international trade, and it's still been the same. It's just I think there's something there that's not being said yet, and why we're seeing so much of this. But at the same time, it's crazy. These prices are fucking crazy. And it kind of shows you, like right here. Let's see if we can get her. That's it. You have to pay the trades and all this other stuff, but there's no middlemen anymore. There used to be these conventions in Anaheim, California, that I used to go to bring people into this restaurant called OG's Pizza and Brewery, which is still a wonderful, fantastic restaurant, but like maybe a half a mile from Disneyland. It's a brewery bar. It's a really nice place. And I was the assistant manager, and then became like the interim general manager for like a year or so. But it was fun, and we used to get a lot of people in the conventions. The Anaheim Convention Center used to have these trade shows that I'd go to and try to get people to come to our restaurant out of the hundreds of different restaurants around within a mile of Disneyland. And there's a lot of marketing and a lot of footwork and a lot of, creating relationships and doing what I needed to do to make sure that they would look at us first. So we'd get the bellman, the valets, the front desk clerks to recommend us before they go to Pizza Hut or Caesars, Little Caesars or Papa John's or whatever. Because our stuff was just better. I mean, the one thing you got to get if you ever get to Anaheim, California, and go to Disneyland, which has the most poisonous water on the planet. And if you ever go there, to the happiest place on earth, you want to go to OG's Pizza because they have this stuff called tequila pasta. Oh my God, tequila chicken pasta. It's just so good. And it was my favorite. I used to order. And then we have chicken wings and buffalo wings and Parmesan wings and dry rub and all this other stuff. But the brewery is great. They have some lagers and all kinds of stuff there. I just drank the lager. I was a lager guy. I wasn't the dark beer. I just, you know what? Beer is beer. I just don't want to get too crazy with it. Anyway, I'm getting off key. But this is weird. So but listen to look at the prices here. The prices are insane. There's a bunch more. Let me see here. Like right here. This is weird. All right. $0.5. 5 cents per piece. And you can turn around. I mean, the profit margin is crazy. It's not $5. It's 5 cents. $500 for all those pajamas. I mean, it's just wild. And I'm trying to figure out, like this, they're selling this little boat for, I don't know, for super cheap. And I'd like to get one, but it's probably as big as my shoe. Yeah. I guarantee that girl is as big as my left leg. But that's a cool little boat. Look at that. And I don't know how much it is. What, like $200 or something, or $100? You could turn around and sell that for like $600-700, or probably even more than that. It's just nuts. Full stock, $60. Hold on. Oh, here's the cars. This is even crazier. Check this out. Check this out. Very similar than a Range Rover, so a Land Rover knockoff. That's what it is. I'm reading the comments, of course. Probably more reliable than a Range Rover. No, of course not. It's not going to be. But I'm going to say right now, for $3,500, which I've spent that amount of money in Vegas in one day, and I'm telling you, that's fucking dirt cheap. And if you can turn around and sell that for, twice as much or three times as much here, God, that would be crazy. That's like shooting fish in a barrel. And there's a lot of these things, like right here. Watch. Here's another one. Cars. These are real. Huh. Hold on. What's this? Hold on. Isn't that crazy? This is all over. I don't know if anybody else is seeing this, or I'm just fucking late to the party. But are they right side or left side steering wheel? I don't know. I don't know if you can tell. See, somebody's interested. How much does it cost to send one to El Salvador? Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Right? This is fucking crazy. Look at this other one. Watch this. This is even better. Watch this. Uh-huh. $0.20. Everything 20 cents. Golf products. Oh, I'm gonna. 1st of all, she looks like a doll, a blow-up doll or something, right? Is there any more of these? This is funny. So I was looking into this. I don't know, a day or two ago. I mean, they have all kinds of crap. Hold on. I saw tractors in here. Did I save that? Open it. Here's the 20-cent guys. crazy. All right. Anyway, that's just wild. I mean, is there something going on that I'm not? I don't know. Look into it. I checked. Nothing's changed as far as Google is concerned. And my check with that, I mean, everything is pretty standard as far as check the history, because I know I looked it up just the other day. Let me see here. Shipping, merch. This is the one here. Merchants checkout. Industry. Financial. What was that? That's today. Okay, this is yesterday. See, Google search account. Tuesday didn't do anything. Sunday. Yeah, I was looking up. Are there any? I'm gonna try now. Why are we seeing so many Chinese merchants on Instagram? Recent. You are likely seeing so many Chinese merchants on feed because manufacturers are increasingly adopting direct-to-customer marketing by bypassing Western middlemen. Yeah, see, I was getting to that. So, at these conventions in Anaheim, they were the middlemen, and that what they would do is they would have these conventions. Not the bigger conventions; they were kind of small, maybe 200 or 300 of them, and they would say, "Hey, if you need a certain product, you got to go through me." But was always the scam. So what these manufacturers and distributors are doing in China is going direct to us, the merchants, the actual retailers. So that's what's happening. So, I got to tell you, I mean, if everything in your house is made from China, I would say 97% of everything made in your house that you're using somewhere, some shape or form, your cell phone, this right here, like my American flag. Oh, it was made in the USA. Okay, well, good. But it might be made in the USA, but it might be assembled in the USA. But it may not be put together. Excuse me. It may not. All the parts may not come from the USA. The parts to put the device together most of them come from China. It's direct from factory strategies. Chinese manufacturers want to sell straight to you to increase their profit margins by bypassing traditional retail supply chains. They can showcase how products are made. That's it. The factory tour trend. There has been a viral wave of videos from Chinese factory floors, often featuring enthusiastic managers and workers showing off the assembly process. Because early accounts gained massive viewership, many merchants are now creating similar content in an attempt to replace the viral success, bypassing tariffs and minimizing charges. With evolving global trade tensions and the closing of... Okay, so if they go directly to us, I guess they can bypass the tariffs? I don't know how long that's going to last. So you may want to jump in on it now. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. And I don't know if it's going to... If I send them $100 to buy something, I don't know if it's going to get to me. And In what shape? Am I going to get exactly what they're advertising? You don't know. That's the chance you have to make. Oh, damn it. I wanted to talk about that. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing you don't know. You don't know what the heck is going on. You don't know. Why is that doing that? Hang on. There we go. So there's the explanations, people. It's pretty straightforward. They're just going straight to the consumer almost. They're not going through certain distribution lines. They can go directly from that address to this address. And that's pretty much it. I think that's why. And I think they're going to jump on this right now. But I just got to say to you, you're taking your chances. You don't know what you're getting. You know, maybe a few people might get lucky and get the things that they think they're going to get. But honestly, it's only going to take a few of these people to be scammed by something or somebody. You know what I mean? That's my concern. Is because it just started. I would actually, I think I got $100. I think I can throw around. I think I could, check out something. I'm going to try something and just see what happens. And if it's like throwing $100 in a video casino machine at the Harrah's in Kansas City, or whatever, which I've done several times. You know what I mean? Not a big deal. So I'm going to check it out. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm going to get something. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I might, and then I can just resell it. If it comes through and it works and I've got an actual trade line with somebody, etc., then I'll actually do it. I did call. I don't know if it was the same thing, but I did call somebody or contact somebody that was talking about creating a storefront, which I've got my Rock Financial stuff, which if you need a small loan for your business, a line of credit, you need equipment financing or whatever the case may be, talk to me. I can help you out. And then I also work full-time at the college feeding kids at the dining hall. Busy guy. I'm a busy guy. I like staying busy, doing things I got to do. But here's the thing. That phone call got kind of weird because we were talking and he's asking me, qualifying questions. Of course, I get the process, and he goes, "Well, do you have any money put away to create a business?" And as soon as I heard that, because I've heard that before, the guy was a scam. I said, I don't know, and I fucking blocked him. I blocked him because I knew he was trying to get more out of me by how far and deep he can get his questions in. And that, you got to watch out for that shit. But if these guys with this merchandise want to send me something that I could sell somewhere, then I'll fucking do it. And who knows? It could be profitable. And yeah, you want to buy some pots and pans from China or wherever, or do you want to buy them here in the United States, which I'm sure you can. And I'm sure there's some good ones, but they're expensive. I'm telling you. The problem here is everything is just so fucking expensive. It's just a little overwhelming at times. Hold on. My fucking hat's going south. There we go. That's better. Okay. So all I'm saying to you is let me check it out. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm flying out to Colorado in a little bit. Going to see my grandkids and my daughter and the family. My sons might meet me out there. I don't know. I don't know if they will. We'll see. I offered to pay for their fucking part of their ticket too. So they're kids and they're just having fun. I don't know if they'll be out there. If they do, that would be a great surprise. And then where I am going, and I haven't chosen a partner to go out there with yet, and I know it's going to be a girl. I'm going to Hawaii. I think during it's going to be during the World Surf League Pro, or somewhere around there where the North Shore is pumping. I won't be surfing it because it's going to be too big for me. But I will be doing some surfing out at Waikiki for sure on a big, long 10-footer that I can paddle twice and take my time to get up on in this stand, and cruise around and do just a little bit of weaving and stuff. I'll have that on film, I'm sure. But anyway, I'll be going out there. All right, so I'm going to check that out. Let's go back over here, and I want to check out the Eugene Carroll story. Okay, and the Eugene Carroll story, and everybody watch this. Jean Carroll is her name. She's the one that sued Trump. She got a couple $1 million or whatever for rape. But that entire what? He's trying to end this. I remember this interview with Eugene Carroll. And he could see that she was fucking wacko. And the answers that she was giving during the interview got worse and worse. I mean, her answers were just lunatic answers. Like she should have been in a fucking padded room. And he's trying to end it. And she just keeps babbling out. But this is weird. Listen. Okay. And she didn't. Okay, that was fucking crazy. Look at her. She's a weirdo. She's a fucking weirdo. If you support prosecutor E.G. Carroll for filing a false rape lawsuit without any witnesses or evidence, and 30 years after when she said it occurred against President Trump, but of course, yeah, everybody wants to. So the thing is she, during her deposition, she said that nobody paid or enticed me or motivated me in any way. But we found out recently that she received $2 million to go through this entire skit, this entire scam. And yeah, it's going to come out and she's going to be prosecuted. But there are still going to be some demoncratic, delusional, deranged, disturbed, heavily disturbed Democratic supporters that are going to go, no, she was she's a fucking lunatic. You can see it. I mean, he's trying his hardest to end this crazy fucking sit down. What? See, that's it. You know what? That's almost like workplace harassment. What the fuck she just did? Oh my god! Oh my god! And you're fascinating to talk to. That was fucking weird. What a fucking nutcase. Oh, this is good. All right, so just let you know, I got to jump back over here. Nothing's happening. Scott Pressler is gay. He's not a trans, but he's gay, and he's openly gay. Bassett, head of commerce, I believe, is also gay, and he's like the first guy ever. It's weird. He's the first guy in a cabinet position. Or I'm not sure. Not the first. I don't think he's the first. But he's a great statesman. He's a good guy. He does what he's supposed to do. He's man gay. Pressler's man gay. And what they're doing is they're exposing this asshole traitor, John Thune, who's the leader of the House, who has not yet allowed or is personally sabotaging the Save America Act, which means that you have to use complete and total proof that you are an American citizen. That ID has to be backed up by an actual American birth certificate, a verified American birth certificate with all the documents behind it, meaning that you were born in the United States or you became a legal citizen under the actual legal migration process, which, in my opinion, takes too long for some people. And there should be some vetting, I get it. But it's just, some of these people, and it's weird. During the 4 years of the illegitimate Biden administration, this is the ridiculous part. There were hundreds of thousands, I think perhaps millions, hundreds of thousands, I know that, of people that were going through the strenuous process of becoming American citizens. And then all of a sudden, Biden let these illegal people come in and go right past these other people. They went right past the people that have been trying legally to come in and let them in before they allowed, I don't even think they allowed those people that were even trying to use the right process to come in. Or they finally did. So, and 20 plus million people in 4 years is insanity. Insanity. Absolute insanity. But that's what happens when you need voters. You need illegal immigrants to pose as voters, and then you use their numbers in the census to rig your elections. And that's the reason why. And it's obvious the reason why they want the illegal immigrants in, the reason why they don't want to allow people to investigate their voter rolls, the Demoncrats I'm talking about. And the reason why John Thune is not going through with this is because there's a group of these Repiglicans and these Demoncrats, and they've been in this deep state kind of kind of like this inter-mafia, the dark mafia of our government, and it's there. And the Demoncrats need the Repiglicans to steal your tax dollars, to write blank checks to their donors, to their lobbying buddies, so they can use the political revolving door of fraud, in a sense, to get kickbacks and money back to their Cayman Island accounts, South African accounts, their Swiss bank accounts, or whatever they need to do to move that money around back to them in some way, shape, and form, which they've been doing for a long fucking time. If you're a career congressional bureaucrat employee, right? Legislator, whatever. And you've been here for more than 8 years, you're in it. You're in it. You're like tipping on it, or you're in it. Some come in knowing they're going to get it right into that club if they know what to do, if they know how to move the money, right? And that's all it is just moving the money. Give it a little bit, a couple little bills here to do a little bit of satiating or a little bit of patting on the head. You're a good citizen. Here you go. Here's your little crumb, right? While we, the legislators of the country, steal your money. And they've been doing it for a long time. And you're seeing the fraud. Minnesota, California's coming up. Hawaii is huge, right? Stuff's already starting to come out. What's fucking lame about Hawaii is they just created this so-called, what is it called? I don't even know the name of the bill, but it's similar to Citizens United. But if you read the bill, which I did, and none of the Hawaiians did, I know that, because the way they talk like the best thing since sliced bread. And here's the problem with that. What it is they're going to be able to decipher who gets the money for campaigns and the financing of campaigns and donorship money and who's not, based on who controls the government or that state, legislatively, judiciarily, and executively. mayors, governors, senators, judges, etc. And that's it. And they already control it like crazy. In Hawaii, there's, I don't know, was it 47 or 50 something, and only 10 are Republicans. It's fucking crazy. It's so yuck, not blue. It's so yuck, Demoncrat. It's bad. It's just criminal, and people don't even get it. So, Citizens United is good to take the money out of the political campaign process, right? I get it. But if everybody, if a state is watching it and they control the House and the Senate and the state and the particular party, then they're going to be the ones. Because if you look at the fine print of this one in Hawaii, it says whoever did and this party did and these bureaucratic departments are in charge. And who's in charge of those departments? That particular party will monitor and tell who gets what, when, and where. Should be. This is kind of hard because when I was a full-blown Demoncrat, I wasn't a Democratic supporter. I was a Democratic supporter at the time. I really thought they were doing something, but they weren't. I figured out that Obama wasn't doing shit. He had 314 days to codify Roe versus Wade, to provide free college, to raise the minimum wage, to bring in Citizens United and get rid of and take care of the McCutcheon versus FEC and all these other things. But they didn't do shit. They gave you Obamacare, which was a gigantic ripoff. That's it. That's all they gave you. And it's been a fucking nightmare ever since. They didn't give you free health care, of course. Medicare for all, not even a single payer crap, and all that's kind of junk also. There's a system, and I've been looking at several systems, but besides that, they didn't do anything. And they haven't done anything. They're not going to do anything. Their goal is to work with Demoncrats to steal your money. That's it. Demoncrats work with Repiglicans. Repiglicans work with Demoncrats to steal your money. And we're seeing that continuously. Oh, my eyes are so dry. Oh, my gosh. Continuously. And right now we're seeing a pretty big dose of it in regards to John Thune. And we know that's what he's doing. What are you going to... Because he knows that if he knows well enough, and here's the fear. Here's the fear of the deep state right now. If we go to absolute fair elections that aren't rigged by the Democrats, the Republicans take it all. They may even have 60% of the Senate and the House. And once you get into those numbers, you can fucking change everything. Or you pretty much own everything. And that's very scary for Democrats or deranged, delusional, supporting Democrats. I get it. Right? But at the same time, I believe in the Republican Party, and I've done my research on this. I believe in the Republican Party that there are more decent Republicans than there are decent Democrats, right? Because the Democrats are all in on vaccine mandates. They're all in on disinformation and taking away your free speech. They're all in on all kinds of fucking totalitarian type dictatorship, the king stuff that they always protest against. It's pretty sad. And they want fucking trans people. They want cross-dressing men to be around, to be the norm. When that's just a sickness. It's basically a sickness. I don't. You can argue with me if you want. Come on, it's a fucking sickness. It's a mental sickness, right? If you want to fucking, hey, I get it. You want to dress up with your hubby, and your hubby wants to dress up with you, and you want to be in the you want to whatever, or two girls and two guys doing their little dress up shit. That's whatever. Have your little kinky little things, your little fantasy things, which is fucking kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I've never done that, but I can tell you this. That's fantasy. That's the world of make believe. There are two genders. There's a male human and a female human. There's not five different human genders. There's not 6 different. There's not 20 or how they don't really have a fucking number, because LGBTQ plus keeps fucking going, right? Furries are not a fucking gender. Yeah, it's just nuts. And it just your primal self knows. And if you want to take psychotics and drugs and do experiments, yeah, good for you. If you're over the age of 18, enjoy. Go do your fucking thing, right? As long as you're not hurting people at the same time, and you're keeping that fucking craziness away from our children. That's where I step in. If there's a fucking trans guy, a 43-year-old fat bearded fuck in a thong wearing a skirt with high heels goes into a bathroom, the girl's bathroom, after my 4-year-old granddaughter just went in there, and he's going in there too, that guy is going to be fucking pummeled. His entire self is going to be plastered across the fucking walls, after I get my granddaughter out of there. But I'm going to tell you, that's what's going to happen. There's no way I'm going to fucking let that happen. You shouldn't either. Right? Is that what you want? A bunch of boys dressed up? Oh, you know what? I identify as a girl. I'm going to go fucking hang out in the girls' bathroom today. Think about that. That's all you have to say. Oh, police officer. Now that the Demoncrats have the House, the Senate, and the presidency, all I have to do is say that I'm a girl, and I'm going into this girl's bathroom. I'm going into this girl's locker room. I'm going into wherever I fucking want. Yeah, this guy. If I could, any guy. It's just fucking crazy. Crazy, delusional crazy. Like sickly crazy. And it's disgusting. And it's wrong. Right? I think it's disgusting and it's wrong. Do what you want to do. You want to fucking scissor? You want to have four sword fights? Be my guest. Do whatever fucking makes you happy. But keep it the fuck away from our children. Let them grow up. Let them experiment. Let them do their thing. And when they're 18 and when they're older and they say, you know what? I experimented and I kind of just, I want to stay a man. And, I'm feeling more feminine and I want to be a girl. Or just whatever. Then fucking go do it. Right? But nobody's going to buy it. Right? I mean, this new movie, The Odyssey, coming out, or this fucking... They got that fucking idiot who chopped off her fucking breasts like a fucking nutcase and is playing Ulysses, or just one of the most Anyway, all right, so there's some more here. It's just crazy. I can go down that rabbit hole. Is just really strange to go down. It's just weird. Oh, here's some rhinos. John Thune will be unemployed next if he doesn't pass the SAVE Act. That's it. All these guys are gone. Right? Say adios to 4 of the slimiest rhinos in American history. They're gone. Right here. These fuckers here are gone, man. How do I get rid of this? Oh my God. Ugh. I hate these little sub tabs. Right here. Right here. Gotta take this out. Cat turd. Guy's pretty solid. Say adios to 4 of the slimiest rhinos, Repiglicans. I think the word rhino is a little too nice for these fucking shitheads. And I'm so pleased to see these fuckers go. Right? And that's the thing. When I watch Republicans, excuse me, the caucus, the voting base of Republicans, I have to tell you, it's refreshing. It's not vote who blue no matter who. It is fucking not. There are some idiots that go vote red no matter what. No. There are people out there, especially MAGA, that want to make sure that our interests, Maha, Masa, make America safe again, make America healthy again, make America great again, right? MAPA, make America peaceful again, right? That's what we're working on. Peace through strength. I'm telling you, it's just the way it works. And what we're doing is we're getting rid of the rhinos. We're getting rid of the people that are in the same party that are fucking up what we're trying to do. And we're trying to get whatever Trump is trying to do, we're supporting. I would say at least, if you're MAGA, you're probably at about 89 to 92% of what Trump has been doing, which is fucking huge. Because if you compare that with the Demoncrats, they get about, I don't know, 8.6% of what they've asked for from their candidates. But they're voting blue no matter who. It's just fucking, it's retarded. They're not getting anything. It's fucking stupid. Right? And so, I mean, look at Kevin Smith. He was a rhino House leader, and the constituents or MAGA said, nope, get somebody else. So they brought in Mike Johnson. He's okay. He's tolerable. He's not perfect, but he's a lot better than Kevin McCarthy was, right? But we made that decision. We let them know. We'll primary you. You guys don't even, Democrats don't even know what the word primary means anymore. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's just, God, it's awful sad. I'm sorry. It's just sad. I've watched, if you've ever watched a party deteriorate because of their fucking, on the hill that they'll stand on. Women need to be in men need to be in girls' bathrooms. We need more vaccines and mandated vaccines. This is the hill they want to die on, right? We need to let more immigrants in. We need to open it up and let everybody from Sharia law, extremist Islam into our country. This is the hill they want to die on. We need to fucking make sure nobody has their Second Amendment at all. You can't defend yourself. A good example of this, and I'll tell you a quick story, is there's a small room that's got no windows, and there's two guys in there, and one guy's got a gun, and the one guy that has the gun makes all the rules, tells the other guy what to do all the time. Right? You do whatever I fucking tell you, whatever. Okay? And that's what happens. Right? I can do anything, I can say anything because I have the gun. Until that one day, the other guy got the gun. So what happens now? Oh, now they're talking. But the other guy didn't forget and what the bullshit he put him through. So, anyway. All I'm saying to you, another example is, everybody in a bank has a concealed carry gun on them. Let's just say 60% of the people in the bank are known to have something on them, right? A guy walks in, everybody down on the floor. A couple of people are going to not go down on the floor. They're going to pull out, they're going to go, no, I don't think so, bro. I know how to fucking use this a lot better than you do. A lot better than you do. And they're just fucking shoot him. Yeah. No, it's not the Old West. It's not this fucking thing. I don't want to hear that bullshit. All right. I have what I need to make sure that I'm safe. And it's there for a reason. Because I believe in the Second Amendment. And I love shooting it. It's fucking awesome. I haven't taken it out in a long, long time, but it's fun. Here we go. What else was I going to go over? Something else. Let me go here. Am I going to the save post? Yeah, I should go to the save post. Okay. Where's my save post? I just was at the save post. What the fuck is happening? And then it disappeared. Oh, here we go. All right. Now stay there. Stay there. Oh, I think this is good. Oh, I've got it. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's go to. I'm going to go here. Let me just see. make AOC bartend again. She might be. Major Texas one finally pressure Willie's high school principal is stepping down. She made people wear a fucking crap over their head. She made kids wear that. That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. Now, what is this? Sexual predators elected to Congress committee ethics. This is heavy duty. I'm going to show you this. We have a fucking problem, Houston. I'm telling you right now. And it's fucking everywhere. Why is this thing up here? Oh, I took the picture of this. Can I get rid of this? Yay. Look at this. Sexual predators elected to Congress Committee on Ethics. This is the Committee on Ethics. And these people are currently in office. Eric Swalwell. Right? Sexual misconduct, including with staffer. Everybody knows that. Tony Gonzalez. Sexual relations with staffer. Corey Mills. Sexual misconduct and or dating violence ongoing. It was ongoing. Matt Gaetz. Oh, he got fucked too, but that's kind of an interesting story. George Santos. Sexual harassment. Staffer. Madison. Look at all these people. James Reed. Tom Reed. Quinn. Katie Hill. Reuben Kuluin. Patrick Meehan, Blake Farrenhold, Trent Frakes. Look, sexual harassment involving house pages. I don't know what that What does that mean? Misconduct involving house pages. Oh, the pages, the people that work, that get paperwork and do the typing and all the fucking real work of Congress. I mean, he's probably assaulted them or something. Who knows? Another sexual misconduct with a minor. Oh, who's this? Mel Reynolds. That was his 1995. So this goes up all the way back to 1976, but the most recent is 2024, George Santos. This is crazy. You know, Republicans and Democrats. It's terrible. And there was a law that they tried to pass to expose this. This is the small list, by the way. Somebody got that out. I don't know how they got that out. Desiree Segura, a Florida woman who called for Trump supporters to be shot, is sentenced. Oh, good for her. Yeah, there's the big difference there. You guys want people to die. You don't have guns. You don't want to do guns. But there's the trans people are starting to grab guns. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that fucking weird that the trans people are starting to do this? I think let me look at this. Wait, hold on. No, not this one. This one. Let's see if my swing changed. Breathe out. It's kind of the same. I fucking have watched That's so weird. It's kind of the same. Seems tighter, honestly. Straight. See it. Oh, the sound on it's off. Hold on. Why? Why is that off? Oh shit, has it been off the whole time? What is going on? Oh, it's on that fucking default shit. God damn it. Motherfuckers. Ugh.
Straight. See it?
Yep. Yeah, straight.
Yep.
I'm just gonna walk up and blast this. A little off. It's just I know. I need to come down a little bit more. That sounds weird. That just sounds weird. What the fuck? Chad Bianco is your man. Yeah, so this story here, which I found pretty interesting, only because I've been there. Listen up. This is how crazy these blue states have become. Just fucking nuts. And hopefully you can hear it this time.
Who doesn't love Mexican food, right?
I love Mexican.
I mean, here in Texas, that's one thing Europe can never have. I mean, yes, they can have croissants, and they can have amazing gelato, and they can have all, but you will never ever have Mexican food. You'll never have Tex-Mex. Never gonna happen. So in Portland, Oregon, it's kind of shady and rainy up there a lot, This is a story that's from yesterday, actually 2 days old. These two women from Portland, they went to Mexico. A little vacation, right? Fell in love with the tortillas. They fell in love. And they were staying in this town. And they were walking all over, as one does when you're visiting another country, and especially if you're a foodie, and they were just partaking of all of the cuisine. They loved it. They loved the flour tortillas. They loved how stretchy they were buttery, they loved them. And the women, their names, Callie Wilgus and Liz Connolly, Callie and Liz, they were in Puerto Nuevo last December. It was a little winter trip. They were in love with the food, particularly the handmade tortillas. And so they loved the flour tortillas. They loved how stretchy they were buttery, they loved them. And the women, their names, Callie Wilgus and Liz Connolly, Callie and Liz, they were in Puerto Nuevo last December. And it was a little winter trip. They were Connolly, Callie and Liz. They were in Puerto Nuevo last December.
That's where I've been several times. Beautiful area. Above Ensenada, below Tijuana. Anyway, listen to the story.
And it was a little winter trip. They were in love with the food, particularly the handmade tortillas. And so I did this when I was in Sorrento. I was asking everybody about lemons. I love lemons. And so they were walking around and they were asking about all of the women who make the tortillas. How do you get them to be so good? How are they so buttery? How are they so stretchy? And one of the women said, I picked the brains of every tortilla lady there in the worst broken Spanish ever, and they showed me a little of what they did. The basic ingredients, right? The moving and stretching of the dough, similar to pizza, but yet different. And they wouldn't tell us too much, but she said that they were basically peeking into the windows of every kitchen. Such was their appreciation for that cuisine, right? I know, what a great, happy story. Who doesn't love it? And so they decided that when they went back to Portland, they were going to open a burrito truck.
Blue State, Oregon.
I mean, it sounds like the perfect fit. Who doesn't love burritos? And they were armed with all of this newfound knowledge about how to do really, really good tortillas.
And they're fucking amazing down there. I've had them before. Authentic. What you guys eat here, I don't know what the fuck you're making for you. I think it's El Salvadorian Mexican food, honestly. It's not Mexican food. It's El Salvadorian. They have these wet burritos filled with sour cream. It's just weird. They don't have dry burritos. There's a difference.
King, you're half Mexican. This sounds like something you would like.
Half of me's lighting up.
I'm telling, and the other half is like also lighting up. Who doesn't love it? Everybody loves it. Except for the people in Portland. Yeah, they didn't like it. No, they opened their food truck and 10 days later it was closed. Their entire social media existence scrubbed. Why? Because they were accused of unapologetically stealing the basis of Mexican women's livelihoods, and white people can't operate burrito trucks.
What?
Their food truck and 10 days later it was closed. Their entire social media existence scrubbed. Why? Because they were accused of unapologetically stealing the basis of Mexican women's livelihoods, and white people can't operate burrito trucks. Existence scrubbed. Why? Because they were accused of unapologetically stealing the basis of Mexican women's livelihoods, and white people can't operate burrito trucks.
That's all you need to hear. That happened. That's real. I looked it up. Look it up. But here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is that this is happening. That it's a syndrome. It's kind of like some fantasy world. It's the weirdest thing I've ever encountered in my time on this planet. 62 years. I'm fucking old. But, I move like a cat. I'm just telling you. What's interesting is, how is this the new norm? Now, how many cultures are there, types of foods? There's Chinese, there's Italian, there's Mexican, there's German type food, there's all kinds of food. Japanese, sushi. So now, if you're white, you can't offer that. Oh, that's American. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Demoncrats, the hill they're dying on is complete delusional insanity. That's why I say now, with fervor and with pride, make insane asylums great again. Because there are some fucking wackos out there. And they're in charge of things. They're bureaucrats, they're legislators, they're judiciaries that are out there right now in your city council, in your school administration, and they've snuck in. They've gone in some way, form. But I've always said this is pre-planned. This is part of the World Economic Forum and Chatham House and all these other globalist entities and their families and all this, the globalist predator class, I call them. That's their plan, the division. Is to keep you confused, polarized, and make sure that they destroy the U.S. Constitution. That is their fucking goal. And the Demoncrats are all in. All of them. Every single fucking one. Maybe 5 out there aren't. 5 of them. In some state legislation and federal legislation, whatever. But it's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. That's the hill they want to die on. And they always talk about democracy. And they always talking about the Constitution, but they're actually not just dissecting it, but they're trying to contort it and take it down piece by piece. And that's the goal, right? The United States. If Kamala Harris was president, we would have our 5th pandemic. Everybody would be wearing masks. Well, not everybody. And everybody would be mandated. They would be in your house, taking you out of your house to go get your vaccine, and that's it. I mean, that would be happening. I guarantee that would be happening. Right? Children would have child-affirming care and all these drugs that they'd give them, and they'd be mutilating their genitalia all over the fucking country. It's just nuts. The depopulation agenda is out there. And the basis of that is to get you to think the way they want you to think. just go back in your primal self. I always tell people, just be your primal self. And when I see a silhouette of a woman, I get excited. I get excited. I just do. Right? That's just me. And then, it's just the smell, the way they move. It's internally to me. It's just, it's awesome. It's just thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, my Creator, for giving me a place on this earth to enjoy and be a part of that. And it's really sad that they're going to continue on this road because they don't really know they're being played. They don't really know how this is going because, two of these doesn't make a child. Two of these don't make a fucking child. Okay? Two of these things. They don't make kids. They don't create families. They don't create the nuclear family. Right? The drugs, the opioids, the everything that it took for you to think the way you are. And I guarantee you, most of these fucking people you're arguing with online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on whatever, social media, these Demoncratic supporters, the caucus of the Democratic Party, most of them are on drugs. They're on medications. They've been vaxxed to the max. Their minds have been altered. They've been watching the mainstream media. It's just terrible. They've been, if you look at if you were to go through at least the past decade of most of the Disney, Hulu, Netflix, whatever, you can spot out the demonism, the evilness of how they portray, Dracula is like a hero now, right? Witches are good, right? Witches are wonderful. And I see the White Wicca, and there was a girl I was recently dating, just like, she was all into that shit. I'm like, no. Now, plus you're fucking vaxxed to the hilt. You're cute. You got it, but you're sick all the fucking time. I mean, deathly ill, right? And she takes tons of medications, and it's just terrible to watch. It's just, they're winning, and you guys are letting them win. They want to depopulate the planet to about a third of the people because they can control 2 to 3 billion. Better, they can control 8 to 9 billion easily. But there's plenty of room here. There's plenty of space on this planet. There's so much room. There's so much space. There's so much property. There's so much we could do to have, and you can have your Brady Bunches. You can have families with kids, and men with kids, and girls with kids, or whatever. Things happen. I get it, but you can be a part of that, and bring God into your life. That's number one. That's number one right there. Just give it all to God. Just let God take care of it. I mean, whatever the master plan is, I would rather trust that guy than some of the fucking crazies that are out there, because they're literally controlling your lives. They are literally controlling your lives, and you don't even know it. Most of you have no idea what their plan is, and it's sad. And that's the agenda. Get rid of 2/3 of the planet's population, and so they can hoard the rest for themselves. That's it. There's no other conclusion on how this is all playing out. Get you fighting each other, get you making yourself sick most and all the time. And then these ticks that are coming in now. Right? Bill Gates is still out there creating new fucking mosquitoes and ticks and all kinds of shit to fucking create some new disease or some genocidal product to get people to fucking die. That's his goal. And I'm still baffled and bewildered that Melania Trump was sitting next to probably the most lethal terrorist type murderer on the planet, right, sitting right next to him. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Yeah, you really need to look into that fucking dude. He's banned in several countries. He's got lawsuits against him in several countries. But this country, Anthony Fauci was just a great salesman. Let's be real. He tricked Trump. He tricked presidents before Trump on all these different fucking things that he created. And he's part of it. He's totally part of it. They have their sentinels out there. They have their tools. They have their pawns in place. And that's the thing that people can't digest, is when they get here to Montauk, it's hard for them to fathom just how fucking diabolical people are out there. I mean, to the point to where you're just like, what the fuck? All right, let me jump over here. Yeah, Hawaii's a shithole. Turning into a shithole, I'm telling you right now. And it's because of the Democrats. It's definitely because of the Democrats. It's just turning into shit. Right? And that's part of it. That's why they... Look, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, California. Okay, I love California, but right now I just don't want to be around there. It's so much less expensive out here in Missouri. It's beautiful. The people are great. Nobody bothers you. I mean, my next door neighbor obviously is a Demoncratic supporter. That's fine, but we still talk. We still talk about things, and we don't get political. We're very kind and courteous to each other. She put up the American flag in front of her place for Memorial Day, and I had mine, and she's cool. The way people vote, I don't care. I don't care how you vote, right? That doesn't mean you're diabolical or bad. Maybe we're just not getting what's happening, and some people don't. And I can understand why some people don't like Trump. I get some of the reasons, but a lot of those have been unequivocally and completely proven to be wrong, and it's just constant. And I've done it myself on the show, and it's good. But I gotta tell you, Wahoo is bad. It's just bad. Now, where do I go down here to? I wanted to show you. Am I going to show you this one? Wait, where is it here? Yeah. Oh, there I am, right there. Yay. Stop with Wilson's trailer in Lennox. Fuck you, dude. You're a piece of shit. This is good. Watch this one. You can hear this now.
Of those proceeds, and that's anyone from California that receives any of those funds, we want to tax 100% of those proceeds, and that's an action the state of California can take. It's an action we look forward to taking. Anyone from California that receives any of those funds, we want to tax 100% of those proceeds. And that's an action the state of California can take. It's an action we look forward to taking. Anyone from California that receives any of those funds, we want to tax 100% of those proceeds. And that's an action the state of California can take. It's an action we look forward to.
If you get a payout from Trump's January 6th slush fund, California will tax it at 100%. People who assault cops and overthrow democracy don't deserve taxpayer-funded property. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know what that doesn't make any. Look at Gavin Newsom. What a dick. What a fucking piece of shit. He's just taxing. Companies are just. Chevron left California. Chevron's been around since 1915 or something like that. And they left. That was just God. Let's look at the comments. I gotta see the comments. Remember what happens when Gavin Newsom get asked a real question here.
For New Year's, and it's kind of.
Hold on, what's going on here?
So
So, why is this doing this?
So I'm asking about the attack on the Yale students over New Year's, and it's kind of spreading across the country. A couple other, some news outlets in other countries are picking it up.
Totally tweaking.
And it's a good reminder how important it is to remind our parents to be good stewards of underage drinking.
I appreciate that. The only other question I have is, it hasn't been a very easy week for you, and I wondered whether you have any comment on the Partier and Roth story about the drinking.
Thank you very much. That was a great cheap shot. You can't help yourself. You cannot. Just know, for the record, it's increasingly impossible to have a conversation because
This guy is such a piece of shit. He's like the worst. Yeah. Meanwhile, California lost money, $32 billion. Oh, this is good. They lost $32 billion in COVID relief payment for fraud, gone. $24 billion unaccountable for the homeless, gone. High-speed rail, $18 billion, just nobody knows where it went. The food stamp, $2.5 billion, gone. Just they don't even. It's going into fucking illegal immigrants and people that are fucking dead and all that other shit. $650 million 9/11 system that never worked, and that's a short list. Governor Gavin Newsom doesn't want you to know a Californian inmate is on trial right now for grooming a 12-year-old on his taxpayer-funded tablet. Why are we buying prisoners' iPads? Crazy. Yeah, iPads so they can... Why are there iPads in jail? When you go to jail, you're supposed to be punished. I don't care. You get meals, a cell, and a place to go to the bathroom. That's it. You're not in there because you were fucking wonderful. If you're illegally... Oh, this is good. This is Pratt's. Yeah, this retarded cheered this on, then claims that was attempt to overthrow the government. Yeah. Poor, useless, greasy used car salesman. Nope, not January 6th. Yeah, the damage that was done during BLM was insane. Thankfully, I was safely in West Virginia at the time. I was like, what the fuck? When do you plan on taxing NGO payouts of 100%? Would that eliminate both yours and your wife's income by 100%? Yeah. That's yours too. Your money too, but it just fuck. Leaving communist hellscape for a redder land of freedom and opportunity. People are just leaving. Let them eat cake and wildfire. Gavin Newsom's feast. Yeah, he's just all the memes and stuff. It's just bad. Bigger dick in California history ever. A friend dared me to post a dick pic, so here it is. Oh, are these people also going to pay 100% in taxes? Yeah, the people that damaged everybody during these, pretty much every fucking, it's crazy. Remember this.
So Lila Morris walks free and Roseanne Boylan is no longer with us. So Lila Morris walks free and Roseanne Boylan.
I don't understand what that was. Under control. Are you taxing condoms every time you cheat on your wife? Woo! I think it's very ironic that Newsom, who strikes me as a Patrick Bateman, meets Sparkle Beach Ken, may be the only Californian who knows less about economics than Kamala Harris. Yeah, for sure. It's not like this over here. Beavis and Butthead. So I guess the radical liberals just found the king. Let the protest begin. Democrats in a nutshell. Accuse your enemy of what you are doing as you are doing it. Create confusion. That's it. That's what the Democrats have been doing for a long time. There's Newsom right here. Just crazy. And all the AI is really amazing. That guy is such a piece of shit. Such a literal walking pile of absolute shit. Now, where do I find the saved posts for here? Is that on my profile or home? I don't get it. I don't get how this works. Let me see here. The leveraged Trump is about to assert. I don't see. This should piss you off. 3,920,020 illegals were given Social Security and Medicaid in the 4 Biden years. Yeah. If each one of them received $2,000 a month, that's shit. $1.9 billion every month. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. I'm going to repost that. And that was from, I can make a screenshot. Mila Joy. And then put shit. Wait, nope. Where is it? In here. Isn't that crazy? The insanity and the hill that the Democrats want to die on is just baffling to me. Oh, wait, there's something I just noticed I heard about. Let me just look this up real quick. There it is. Yeah, this is not cool and it's not good, but she has thyroid cancer. I'm going to tell you now, and I'm going to stick with this because I've seen so many videos, I've seen so many documents that clearly say that there are other ways that are far more that are much better, that get better results to treat cancer than chemo. Chemo is just adding to the problem. It's just cancer upon cancer. It's just terrible for you. Just it just kills your body, and your body to repair for something like that, it's just nuts. And they've been using that for a long time, which is just really sad. I know there's other stuff out there. Right? And sort of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he knows too. He's talked about it. He just needs to do something about it. Allow those other treatments to happen. The holistic, the natural, whatever. There's so many things out there that can work. Well, God bless you, Pam. You didn't do a great job. You did do a job. But anyway, I pray for you and your family and everything. Hopefully you'll be all right. And there are Democratic caucus supporters that are just cheering like fucking crazy about this. Did I? I'm gonna go back to saved. Like, look at this one. Check this out. This is crazy. Oh, hang on.
Car really, really cheap. Jet 2. I have many Jet 2. This car really, really cheap. Jet 2 S Live 5 S7 Evo Plus 大圣，还有这些$5,000 S7 new model 2019 2017 2022 many if you interested. I'm from located Guangzhou. Contact me. I have many Jet 2. This car really cheap. Jet 2 S Live 5 S7 Evo Plus 大圣，还有这些$5,000。
22 vehicles for $5,000. All you got to do is pay for shipping. I mean, for God's sakes. But what does that say about here, though? It says, what the fuck? And then this, yeah, like I said, this happened. All these leftists are fucking...
Has Pam Bondi?
Not to sound totally evil, but Pam Bondi has cancer. It's always everyone but him, isn't it?
I didn't let you know something. The morality of it is, you're not getting any sympathy from any sane person. We don't care. Good morning.
Oh, that's terrible.
You seem kind of psyched.
No, I'm bummed.
Breaking news, former Attorney General Pam Bondi has just been diagnosed with thyroid cancer. Anyways, what's everybody having for dinner? I had tacos, and they were great.
Bitch, you are a cancer. Wonder how the Dow's doing.
Sorry, I'm eating. So the streets are saying that Pam Bondi, got diagnosed with thyroid cancer. So for lunch, I'm having a bowl of...
I just sense mental illness all over these people. It's just, fuck. I'm not going to keep playing that. It's just terrible. Here's some more industry in China. Just leave the fucking sound out.
60 kilowatt hour, 128 kilowatt hour, 225 kilowatt hour. An integrated energy storage cabinet, 125 kilowatt and 261 kilowatt hour, ideal for commercial buildings, factories, industrial parks, and solar EPC projects. Welcome to our factory and exhibition hall. Look!
And they're selling it dirt cheap. Oh, that's my favorite. I'm going to end on this one right here. It's a good one right here. I'll wait till it. Let me start it from the beginning. Hold on. My favorite. And that's it.
How many genders are there?
3.
Name them.
Male, female, and mentally ill.
How many genders?
All right. Everyone, I want to say thank you for watching Montauk. Aloha. Thank you. Take care. Aloha. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry about the sound earlier, but you get the point. Take care. Bye-bye. Aloha.